Okay, Bhavesh, let's start.
Okay, ma'am.
So, Bhavesh, yesterday we were doing the estimation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We were doing the rounding of the numbers to tens place, to hundreds place, to thousands place. And we did
Yep.
some questions also based on the addition, subtraction. Similarly, we can do for multiply also. We'll round off the number and we can multiply the rounded off numbers. Okay, so I'll give you some one or two questions based on that before we move on to the next topic. Good evening, Lakshita. Good morning, Lakshita.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, how are you, dear?
Good, ma'am.
Great.
How are you?
I'm also good. So, Lakshita, yesterday, we did estimation sums, okay, rounding off. Okay, based on that, I'll give you some sums you will be doing now. Okay, yesterday also we had done something on addition, subtraction, and today also we'll practice something from multiplication also before we
Okay.
do Roman numerals.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sharing the screen. I'll give you some sums to do. Okay, this was your page we were doing. Okay, now write down the sums. Estimate. We have to estimate first and then add. And if you are not given any place, no, to tens place or hundreds place or thousand place, then you have to estimate it to a highest place value. Okay? You have to estimate it to a highest place value. Like 730 will be rounded off to its hundreds place. 28,000 will be rounded off to its highest place, thousands place. Okay?
And we need to estimate the first one to nearest hundreds.
So nearest hundreds.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. What did you get for this? What is the estimated value of 730?
700.
Then
And then 1,000.
1000. And what is the answer?
1,700.
Great. Good. To the next one also.
3,000 minus 2,000. Like, no, 30,000 minus 20,000.
30,000.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we have rounded it to 10,000 place value. Okay. ठीक है 30,000 minus 20,000. So that's how much is that?
10,000.
Okay, Bhavesh, you tell me this one now, product.
Ma'am, I didn't do it yet.
Okay, do it now. Do it now. Tell me what is the rounded off value of this number 578?
578 rounded off value is 600.
600. Good. And 161?
161 is 200.
200. And I look here, when I multiply this, what do I get?
1200.
I get 6 into 2 is 12, and I will put as many zeros.
As
2 zeros here and 2 zeros here.
12.
So 4 zeros. Here.
12,000.
Okay, now 12,000, 1,20,000. Okay?
Oh.
4 zeros are there, no?
Okay.
Right? Like
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
Okay. So now moving to the Roman numeral part. Okay, children?
I'm good at this.
Okay. I'll give you one more sum. Let's do this sum. 16 plus 3. This you have to simplify. This is a general sum. Just simplify. 16 plus 3 into 91 divided by 7. Okay. Now see, whenever we do this, you always have to remember BODMAS. You remember BODMAS? BODMAS. This is whenever you have this, first B stands for the bracket. Okay. Whenever you have such type of sums with multiple operations here, plus sign, then multiply, then divide also. So first thing that you should do is solve the bracket part. Okay, whatever is inside the bracket. Like here 91 divided by 7 is inside the bracket. So first you will solve the inside bracket part. Then bracket of division. First D stands for division. That means after the bracket you will do division. Then M for multiplication. M stands for multiplication. Then A stands for addition. Okay. Then S stands for subtraction. Right? Okay. You understood this? So very first thing you should first solve the bracket. The next thing you should do is when you have multiple operations in one equation, then you must divide. Then if you have multiplication there, then you must multiply. Then addition, then subtraction. Okay? So remember this BODMAS rule. Okay? BODMAS. BODMAS rule.
I didn't understand. Can you say again?
Yes. Remember this BODMAS rule. B stands for bracket. Whenever you have bracket, first you solve the bracket. Like I'll show you here. Now here when you do this sum, you are first solving the bracket. Okay. So 91 divided by 7 will be 13. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
This will be 13. Now 3 is outside the bracket. That means 3 is multiplying here. When there is no sign, that means it is multiplying sign. Okay. So that means 16 plus 3 into, now there was no sign here. So 3 into 13 will be 39.
Yes, ma'am.
Then the last thing that we will do is the addition. So 39 plus 16 will be 55. Yes?
Okay, ma'am.
You understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Lakshita, what about you? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So very first thing that you do is the bracket. So you must remember the BODMAS rule. First of all, you should solve the bracket part. And when you are out of the bracket, if there is suppose another bracket, then you should come out of that bracket also. Then the next thing is divide. Then after that, multiply. Then after that, division. Then subtraction. Okay. Now let's take one more example of this type. This is 5 into 8 plus 2 minus 5 multiply by 8. Let's do this. So what do you have here? See, this is the first bracket. We call this one as the second bracket, and this is the bigger bracket that we call as the third bracket. First bracket, second bracket, third bracket. So whenever you have some say multiple brackets in one question, so very first thing is you should solve the first bracket, which is like this. Then you must solve the second bracket, which is like this. Then you must come to the third bracket, which is like this. Okay, a window shaped bracket, this one. Okay, so here we have two brackets. So first we will solve the innermost bracket first, the first bracket, right? Okay, so
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
write other things as they are. So 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay, so that means now 5 multiply, 10 will multiply with 5. Then minus 5 into 2. Understood this much? Did you understand the first step?
First we need to add the
First
inner
we solve the
bracket.
inside bracket part. We just solve this inside bracket part. Understood? 8 plus 2 is 10. So just in 8 plus 2, here we wrote 10. So from it, now it is 5 into 10. 5 was here multiplying, no, it was outside the bracket. So now it became inside the bracket, it became 50 minus 5 and multiply by 2. Okay. Are you understanding this? Both?
Okay.
Nakshita?
Yes, ma'am.
Navinesh? So 55 minus 5 will be 45. Now 45 is to be multiplied with 2. So
90,
here
ma'am.
we get 90. I hope you are understanding this.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Great. So let's do another of like this. Okay. Let's take some big number. 80 plus where we have all sort of brackets. 80 plus we have this third bracket that is 190 minus 8 into 9 plus, then we have the first bracket 110 minus 50. Now let's close all the brackets. This bracket is closed, this is closed, and this is also closed. Okay. Now, as per the Bodmer's rule, what did I say? You have to do with the Bodmer.
We have to
When
do the
we have,
inner.
yes, and when we have these brackets, then what do? First, you solve the first bracket, this type of bracket. Then you have this curly one, curly bracket. Then you have this type window shaped bracket,
Giga bracket.
bigger bracket. Okay, we call it third bracket. Okay, so let's do now. First, we will solve this. Let's do 80 plus 190. Listen carefully, then afterwards I will give you some sums that you will be doing. Then 8 into 9 as it is. Now first thing is that we have to solve the small first bracket. So 110 minus 50 will give us what?
60, ma'am.
So we get 60 here and
Yes, ma'am.
we are out of this bracket now. Okay, now we have only two brackets left. So first we will again do the inside bracket part. Now we want to come out of this curly bracket. So what do we do? What we will do?
One,
The Bodmer's rule, what do we know? Bodmer's, M-A-S. First is multiply, then we have addition.
yes, ma'am.
Yes. So we will multiply first. So that says 8 9 is 72, 72 plus 60. Okay, again bracket like this. We are still inside the bracket. Okay, now 80 plus 190 minus. Now 72 plus 60 is how much?
32.
132. Okay. So now we are out, we have come outside the bracket because we have solved the inside part. Right? Now the second bracket is also gone. Now let's come out of the third bracket. So now 190 minus 132 will be what?
58.
58. Great. Okay, so 80 plus 58 will be what now?
140.
138. Great. Okay. So did you understand this? How do we solve? First we solve the first bracket, then we solve the second one, then the third bracket. and the Bodmer's rule. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay, now I'll give you some sums related to this, but before that, we have to do the Roman numeral part. Okay, now come to Roman numeration. This is the last topic of your chapter, this chapter, Roman numerals.
Okay, ma'am.
So once we finish this, then we will be starting with the next chapter. Lakshita, you got some book?
Yes, ma'am. I took the printout.
Oh, great. Okay,
Ma'am, I have original.
very nice. Okay, good.
New edition has not come.
It will take time to reach there, but never mind. When we start the new chapter, no, I will send new chapter PDF also with you.
Okay, ma'am.
So you can get the printout for that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so now coming to Roman Roman numerals. Now, you know, as we were studying the Indian system of numeration, international system of numeration, this is the third thing is Roman numerals. Now, this is used by Romans. Romans. Okay, Rome is a country.
Roman gods.
Yes.
Roman gods.
Rome.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so it was Romans use such type of numerical notation. Okay, Roman people, and how do we relate it with the our Hindu Arabic form? We will understand it now. Okay, so Roman numerals, you know,
Arabic
you
means
must have seen sometimes numbers written like this: 1, 2, 3. Where have you seen such type of numbers written?
ma'am, I know
When
these.
as your when we denote the classroom, class 1, class 2, class 3, 4, 5, isn't that
Ma'am, I know this, ma'am.
okay?
Ma'am, I
And
know the
you must have seen in clocks also. In clocks also, we get to see sometimes numbers are written like this: 1, 2.
ma'am,
Isn't
can I
that?
do something? Ma'am, can I do something?
So you must
Like
have.
if you keep anything at right side of these Roman number, symbols.
No.
Right side is positive, so it gets added.
Yes.
If you keep it at left side, it's negative, so it will get minus. That's how the fourth one is 4. Like it represents 4.
Yes. Good. You know that. Okay, now see, we have some symbols for this. Okay, like this. Now I will tell you what are these symbols. Now this is when I'm writing like this I, it stands for 1.
1.
Okay, when I write V is
Ma'am, it's 5.
5. Class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5. Okay, like this. Lakshita studies in class 5. Bhavesh studies in class 5.
I'm 6. I'm 6
Now you
now.
are in 6, but last year, I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
Okay, so like this we write things. Okay, now this is class 10th. So when you reach to class 10th, your class will be written like this, like X. Okay, so this is read as per our Hindu form, we read it as 10 like this. And L represents 50.
50.
Okay, C
Ma'am, C
represents
represents 100. D is 500.
500.
And M is 1000.
So M is 1000. Okay. Yes, Lakshita, did you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So there are some rules also. Like suppose if we are writing, how do we write this? Now we write 1 like
Can
this,
I some
2
rules?
like this, 3 like this, 3 sticks. And no number should be repeated more than 3 times. Okay, no symbol should be repeated more than 3 times. So now we have written 1, 2, and 3. Now we will not repeat this. We cannot write 4 like this.
Ma'am, can I see
We
another
cannot
rule?
write like this. Okay. So what do we do? We write 5 like this, and then when we write some number towards the left side, then it shows that the number is subtracted. So 5 minus 1 gives us 4. And this is how we represent 4. Okay. And suppose if we want to write 6, so we'll write 5 like this and 1. 5 and 1 added. So this becomes 6. And
Ma'am,
when we add 2 with this, we get 7. When we add 3 with it, we get 8. But now beyond 3, we cannot add any number. We cannot write 9 like this. Can we write 9 like this? No, it's
no,
wrong.
ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, we need to do
Ah.
we need to do x negative.
Yes. So
X
we
negative.
cannot repeat any number beyond 3 times. Okay, then so how do we write 9? We write like this 10 and then 10 minus 1. If the number is written towards the left side, that means it is subtracted. So 10 minus 1 is 9. So this is how we write 9. Then we have 10 here. Then we want to add 1 to it, to write 11. How will we write 11? 10 and plus 1. And how do we write 12? Like this. 13 like this. But after 13, we cannot write one more one here. No. We cannot repeat the number after 3 times. So what we will do, how we will write 14?
And 40, we need to write L negative x, ma'am.
L negative x. How do we write 14?
That means we need to write L at the starting and x at the left side.
Yes, x and then 4. Like this. 5 minus 1 is 4, no? Like this we were writing 4. Is it? So 10 plus 4. So we have written plus 4 towards the right side. So this gives us 14. And how do we write 5? X and b. 10 and plus 5. If we are adding something, then it should be written towards the right side. If we are subtracting something, then it should be written towards the left side.
Ma'am, are you saying
Got it?
14 or 40?
Got it? Understood?
Ma'am, are you saying 14, 1, 4 or 4, 0?
1, 4. 14. Okay.
I thought it's 4, 0.
Okay.
Ma'am,
So
by the way,
now,
there is another rule, ma'am, for Roman numerals.
so
We
that is
can't
if you are writing 40, then you have to, from 50, you will have to subtract like this 40.
And also we can't like repeat 5. We should
cannot
only write one time.
I'll share the rules with you now. Okay. Okay, let's do some examples in this now. How do you write? Okay, tell me what is this? L, X, B. Please write this L. What was L here? L was 50.
Ma'am.
Then X was 10.
5.
B was 5. So what is the total? 65. Is it? Okay. Now you write L, X, X. Now you can see here what is L. What is L? You can see here. L, X, X. What is this?
Ma'am, 70.
50 plus 10 plus 10. Lakshita, you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay, Lakshita, I'll give you one number now. Okay, anyways, now I'll give you later on. Okay, now write. I'll give you one more example. Suppose I have this number. Now what is this? Tell me.
59.
59. Good. Okay, because L is 50 and then you have 9 here. So that's 59. Okay. What is that? 50 plus 10
Nine.
minus 1. You can write this was 10, no? So 10 minus 1. That is 59. Right? Okay. Now suppose you have number DXC. What is this number?
Can I say?
Say.
Ma'am, it's 500 plus x plus 100 plus 10 plus 100, which equals to 610.
Listen here. See, D is 500. Okay. Then X is subtracted from C.
Is it 590?
X is towards the left side of C, no? C is 100 and X is towards the left side of C. So that means this is
590.
So this is 100 minus 10. When something is towards the left side, that means it is getting subtracted. Isn't that? So 500 plus 100 minus 10. So that becomes 500 plus 90. That is 590. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay, so there are some rules to follow. Let's check out what are those rules. Okay, first of all is that the number should never be repeated more than 3 times. Okay. You cannot repeat, do not repeat the symbol. Repeat symbol more than 3 times. Okay. Then second rule is that V, L and D. V was 5, L was 50 and D was, what was D? D
Ma'am,
was
500.
V, L and D are never subtracted. They are never subtracted. Okay. This is another rule. Okay.
Be repeated.
Yes.
They cannot be repeated.
They cannot be repeated. They cannot be subtracted even. Okay. Then
And then how did we write 4?
4 was like this. V and this. These cannot be subtracted. You cannot write V towards the left side of any other symbol. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now I, as you are saying, how did we write 4? I can be subtracted. I can be subtracted from V and X only. That's how we write 4. I can be subtracted from only V and X like this. Okay. Then, okay, these were the main rules. Okay. These 3 were the main rules. You got it? I hope you have understood, both of you, Lakshita, Bhavesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So with this, the numeral concept is done and we will do some sums now. Okay. Write the numeral number for 500. Write numerals for, right? No, Roman numerals. First one is 548. Please write 178, 96, 84. Chalo, let's do for this. Now 500. 500 means D.
Can I say for first one?
Yes, say.
Ma'am, DXL
Uh,
V.
uh,
Ma'am, you wrote V.
B.
Ma'am, triple one.
Triple one. Very good. Okay, this is 500. This is 40 and this is 8. Okay. 548. Yes, Lakshita, can you tell me 178?
C
D,
L
L, yes,
X and X
X and X,
V
B, great,
3 1 like
B,
3.
I.
Yeah.
Okay, good, very nice, Lakshita. Okay, now 96. Bhavesh will tell me how to write 96.
Ma'am, X
X,
C
Huh?
C, ma'am.
X,
Next,
E, okay.
ma'am,
100.
one, ma'am, V, ma'am, V,
V and
1.
1, like this. Good. Okay, now 84. Lakshita will tell me 84.
L, ma'am.
Please.
L,
L,
X,
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 another X,
yes, another X,
1, V,
I,
I,
V.
V.
V. Very good. That's nice, Lakshita. Very nice. Good, Bache. Great. Okay. Okay, I'll give you something now to say. How do you write 66? How do you write 66?
That's my bus number.
That's what? What is that?
That's
Ma-
my bus.
L,
Huh?
X,
L, X. Very good.
V,
V, I. Great. Okay. Okay. Now, what will you write this? I'll ask this now. Bhavesh, you will tell me. Now, what is this number?
Ma'am, XX1X.
Huh?
Ma'am, 29.
Huh? 29. Very good. Okay. Understood, children?
yes, ma'am.
Lakshita? So,
Yes.
this much is, with this, we end this chapter, right? Knowing our numbers. Tomorrow, we will start with another chapter, that is whole numbers. Okay, I think that's whole numbers only. Yes. The next chapter is whole numbers. So, we will start with whole numbers tomorrow. Okay. So, in today's class, you studied about the Roman numerals, and please go through these rules. Okay. When we write any symbol towards the right side, that means it's adding. When we write towards the left side, that means we are subtracting, and we do not repeat any symbol more than 3 times. Okay. And V, L, D are never subtracted. I can be subtracted from V and X only, like how we write 4, how we write 9, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And before that, we did something like this, the Birdmus rule.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
first, Birdmus rule says, first thing is you must always solve the bracket, inside part of the bracket. First solve the bracket. And if you are given 3 kinds of brackets, then first is this bracket to be solved. Then second bracket to be solved after the first bracket. Then third bracket. Right? And if you have equations also inside the brackets, then what did we follow? After bracket, we do first division. Then we do multiply, then we do addition, and then we do subtraction. Okay, that's Bodmer's rule. BODMAS. B stands for bracket. O is nothing. Okay. D is for divide. M is for multiply. A for addition. S for subtraction. Okay. And suppose if you get these type of sums, here it is nothing is mentioned here that you have to round off to hundreds place or thousands place or any other place. So in this case, you just look at the highest place value. Okay. You just see the highest place value and you round off to that value. Okay. Right. And if it is specially mentioned to round off to the hundreds place, then do it for the hundreds place. But in this case, nothing was written. You were just asked to estimate. So you must take the rounding off to the highest place value.
Okay,
Right,
ma'am.
children?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So you will be given some homework, but I have now all classes in continuity, so I'll give you afterwards, later in the evening. Okay? I have my
Okay, ma'am.
classes after this. So thank you, children. Thank you for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Revise whatever we have done. Bye, beta. Bye, Lakshita.
Bye, ma'am. Have a good day.
Bye, beta. Thank you. You too.
I have a question.
Yes, Vichit, please ask.
You didn't send me
Oh, yesterday's homework. Huh? I didn't send you because I thought of sending with the Roman numbers. I thought I would send Roman numbers, some questions of Roman numbers and some questions of estimation together. I thought,
Ma'am,
yes, beta.
I didn't know there was a test,
Ah,
so I wrote the answers.
okay, please always get in touch with the group messages. Okay, there is a group of class 6S 24-25.
When is the test, ma'am?
The test will be on Saturday. Okay, it starts on Saturday 5 p.m. Indian time. I'm saying 5 p.m. to Sunday 5 p.m.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and it is live for 24 hours. The time span given is 30 minutes time, 20 to 30 minutes time. So once you start it, you have to do the test within 30 minutes. But otherwise, it is live for 24 hours.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, get in touch. Now, again, this time you will be getting your subjective test. Last time it was objective. This time you are getting subjective test. I
Okay,
have
ma'am.
posted the message also in the group.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so get in touch with the group always. Okay, beta. Bye,
Okay.
Bichit. Bye.